What up, peeps? Part 3 here. Now, to explain this feministic spirit on by, guys, men, they are teaching you as a man that they don't need you, they don't value you, they do not respect you. Because it's simple. The only thing they look at you nowadays is like a bag, which is AKA money, and they look at you as a piece of meat. This is how they look at you nowadays. Because of what this Jezebel Spirit has done to them and to their mindset, this is exactly how they think about you. You know, we can sit there and blame them all day, but we have to be accountable ourselves because, you know, the weak-minded men have allowed these women to think like this and to have this spirit. Because they have been separated from what? Church. They've been separated from God. They have been separated from the Word of God. And you, as a weak-minded man, you have been separated from the Word of God. And that's why you need to get right. Because there are many more biblical descriptions that will explain why the order of the household is very important. And why it's needed for men and women to obey God and to live by the Word of God. There are going to be scriptures from the Bible that I'm going to put in this video, and they're going to be put right there in the description box. You guys can go back in them and look them up yourself. But this is what's going on right now. Is that you have these women who think this way, that it is okay to think this way, and they think they should suffer no consequences. They think everything that they're doing is the right way to do stuff. They think that, you know, they can't do no wrong. They can't do nothing wrong in a sense. And that's a lie, ladies and gentlemen. This is the big lie that they want to tell you. The lie that, oh, we don't need no man, and men, they gonna think like this. They think what they penis is, and all this nonsense. But this is the issue with that spirit that they have in them called the Jezebel Spirit. This is what's allowing you women to lose. This is why you can't get those men who you desire. Those men of high value. Not because of their money, not because of their resources, not because of, you know, what they look like and all this stuff. No, it's because of the simple fact that this man has a good spirit. And so, right now in this video, I can make a good comparison to what the modern day woman is like nowadays. That's non-accountable, you know, you can't hold her accountable. Toxic woman that a lot of men are seeing nowadays is no other than Jenny. If you guys don't know who Jenny is, Jenny from the biggest film that Tom Hanks was in, Forrest Gump. See, we like to say that, you know, oh, you know, Forrest Gump, he had a child by Jenny and da-da-da. He simply did the right things. But the things that he did for her wasn't deserved for her. And let me explain. See, Jenny grew up in a toxic household where the father was very toxic to her. You know, both of her parents had died, so she basically had no what? She had no guidance to teach her exactly right from wrong. When she went out to the world, she went in the way of the world. Remember how she came back she came back twice to him. Matter of fact, when she went off the first time, she came back as a hippie. Y'all remember that? When she was like, you know, all into the drugs, all into the weed, going out with this guy, going out with that guy, da-da-da. And when she came back the second time, she came back with the disease. She had HIV, she had AIDS. Forrest Gump slept with her basically had her to have his child, and she ended up dying because of that disease that she did not take care of. Now, a lot of you that was thinking, that was looking at the movie, you was looking at it in a funny perspective, but the reason why that you looked at it in a funny perspective is because of the fact of who was doing those things. You laughed at Forrest Gump because Forrest Gump was making all the jokes of the movie, and I get it. But you was not paying attention to what was going on in his life. See, Forrest Gump is what many would consider to be the good guy. You know, the good guy that takes care of himself, the one that sees all the nonsense going on, and he basically puts in the work. He goes to school, or he might go to the military, and he might have all these principles. He may save a couple of people's lives. He might bring in a stable income, make himself of value, right? And right now, this guy that's holding himself of these values, his work is now being diminished based on what his woman is. And that woman, ladies and gentlemen, is that Jenny. He was in the military, had a hierarchy rank, earned a Purple Heart, all that stuff. That was nothing because of the simple fact of the woman that he was with. Ladies and gentlemen, whenever you get with a person and you're with that person is a reflection of you. And this is where that comes from. A lot of you are going to say, oh, it's not, no, it's not, no, it's not. Okay. If I think a certain way, let me explain. Let me use y'all's logic. Y'all want to go in this word of God, right? So we're gonna take ourselves out the spiritual realm, and we're gonna enter y'all realm, and we're gonna play y'all game called logic, right? Okay, so your friends, right? Your friends. Why y'all friends? Why are y'all friends? Do you know the definition of a friend? I'm gonna put the definition of a friend right here. Basically, friends have what? Common differences, common similarities. When you guys have more similarities than your differences, guess what you become? You become friends. You occupy each other's space because of the way that y'all think, the way that y'all see things. Why do friends fall out? Because of the simple fact of y'all differences. And y'all just become individuals after y'all split. Y'all no longer friends. You see, real friends are going to tell other, friends their issues and how to work with their issues. Yes, there's going to be an argument, but that argument should not split their friendship up. If it splits their friendship up, that means that they wasn't really friends to begin with. See, and what you guys right now are going to do, you're going to use this and you're going to say, well, that's not true in all cases. And Really? Like I'm supposed to believe that? Okay. So, you hang out with each other because of y'all common similarities and y'all common differences, right? But y'all differences can make y'all split and not make y'all be friends no more. Alright? Now, let's take in with the relationship. The relationship, you get with each other because of what? Common similarities. Unless you're getting with that person because of other reasons why, which I don't believe you should get with them because of the money reasons or if it was arranged or anything like that. I don't think that should happen. However, if you get with someone, it should be because of the fact that you guys have common similarities and differences. So this is what that means. And when you guys split, it's because of a difference, right? One of you had, either cheated on each other, one of you wasn't showing love to the other, y'all wasn't being affectionate to another. All these things can be the reason why you guys can split and go your own ways. So, whatever you guys are thinking right now, it destroys your point. Now, why is it in the Bible it says, the way that the man thinks, the woman is going to think the same way when that woman is with that man? Just simply because that woman is the reflection of that man, and that man is the reflection of the woman. And that is true. See, the reason why that Adam fell out of the Garden of Eden was because of the fact that he followed whose way? He followed Eve's way. He didn't follow God's way. He followed Eve's way. Because, simple. Whatever Eve did, Adam did. Reflection of each other. I don't think I need to explain that anymore. But the problem is right now is that you have these men and you have these women. They're in a very much weak position. And the position that they're in, I hate vehicles like that. Anyways, you have these men and you have these women in these positions where these positions aren't the most ideal. But because of the fact of what's going on right now, you have it to where a lot of these men or women are lost. And they simply are just disrespecting another because they don't have the real values of what it is to become the real man or to be the real woman. And that is what's going on right now. A lot of that value is lost. And the only way to restore that way is getting right with God. You have to. This is why I told you, beware of the Jezebel Spirit. Because the way how society is going, when it comes to relationships, the reason why a lot of people are scared of being in relationships is because of the simple fact of this. They had to put up with the Jezebel Spirit. Not just in women, but also in men. It is what it is, man. It's your boy the Kid. Signing out. Peace.